Hello, it's Charlotte, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the top 4 ranking factors for Squarespace SEO. So, top 4 ranking factors. As you can imagine, when it comes to Squarespace SEO, there are many different factors that go into the results you're going to get, the outcome, where you show up in online search results, and all that sort of thing. People say that there's even like hundreds of ranking factors that Google keeps in mind, but without a doubt, there are 4 that are weighted the most heavily, and those are what we're going to talk about today. Because here's the thing, if you are starting out with Squarespace SEO, I want you to focus your energy on things that are really going to get you these big results. I don't want you getting caught in the weeds, the nitty gritty, like little details and stuff. Instead, it's better to spend your time and efforts on the parts of SEO that are going to really help you grow your Squarespace website. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So without further ado, let's dive right on in. And I'm going to, where is it? Share my screen here. And I wanted to let you know that I have a free Squarespace SEO checklist that you can grab a copy of down below. I'll leave the link, and it's a download that you can grab that has been downloaded literally like thousands and thousands and thousands of times at this point. So you're in excellent company with it. And this Squarespace SEO checklist is going to be really helpful to you, whether you're like a total beginner who's just getting started with Squarespace SEO, or maybe you've been like at this a little while and you want to make sure that you haven't forgotten anything, that you have a really complete, robust list of tasks to work through with Squarespace SEO. Grab a copy of this Squarespace SEO checklist and thank me later. So again, I'll leave a link to it down below, and it's totally free. But now that we've gone through that, let's actually start talking about these 4 ranking factors, okay? And the first one, without a doubt, is that you need to be focusing on high quality content on your Squarespace website. High quality content on your Squarespace website. So why is this so important? Why is this the number 1 factor? Well, the thing about this is that if you don't have content, there's no way to rank. Okay. And we're talking here about whether it's a web page, a blog post, a product page, a gallery or something like that. It doesn't matter what it is, but without content, you cannot rank in an online search result. And let's rewind a little bit and think about why that is and what some of the factors are here. And so if you have learned or considered a little bit about Squarespace SEO before, you might have heard about the idea of like search intent, right? And I have a video that I'll link to up above here that talks about that a little bit more. But basically, it's that like if someone goes to Google and does an online search, Google is thinking, what are they trying to accomplish with that online search? Are they looking for education, information? Do they want to make a purchase? Are they looking for comparison? Like all of these different things. And so Google, in terms of like returning results to somebody's online search, they're trying to say, okay, what web page, website, blog post, product page, whatever it is, what is the web content that best serves that online search? What satisfies their online search the best? And this is where high quality content comes into play, right? Because if you have long form content, you're really thorough, you're like fully answering a question, giving someone all the information they need in order to learn about a topic, or all the details of a product or service or something, then in Google's mind, they're like, this is more valuable. Let's return it higher in the online search results. Okay. So when it comes to content, again, some of the things that I want you to keep in mind are not only the fact that you want to lean into like long form content, right? Like that's huge, but also think about, like making sure that you're including like keywords, you're formatting the content properly, like all those sorts of things. But definitely, without a doubt, high quality content is the number 1 factor for SEO. And so if you're thinking about Squarespace SEO, this is where you should begin. And this applies to not only any existing content on your website, meaning in which case you might need to go back to the different pages, blog posts, products, whatever, and like optimize them and improve them with what you know, or it also applies to any new content that you create on your website. So again, any new blog posts, product pages, services pages, whatever. Think about really leaning into that high quality content, because that's what's going to make your website not only be included in online search results, but then be more competitive and show up higher. Okay. All right, now let's talk about the second point here. And the second point, a second factor for really good Squarespace SEO is going to be links. So there are several different type of links that you can have on your website. And let's go through those three really, really quickly, okay? The first one is an internal link. And that's when you're linking from one place on your website to another place. So maybe you're like, oh, you're on the services page and you're like, ready to work with your team, like click here to contact our team or something, right? So that would be an internal link. Or if you're like on the blog page and you're like, oh, like learn more about this topic in this blog post or something, right? That's an internal link. So you're linking within the website. There's also an external link, which is when you link from your website to another website. Okay, so you're linking like away from your website. And then the third type of link is what we call a backlink or an inbound link. And that's when another website links to you. Okay, so another website is linking to you. And it's really important to have a good combination of all three of those different link types if you're thinking about SEO, because again, internal links can help not only like the person navigate the content of your website, but also Google gets a good idea of the different pages that you have, all that sort of thing. And then outbound links are really helpful, just like to give people more information or something. And then inbound links, again, massive for SEO. Google loves to see that you're getting linked to by other like high quality websites, because if you think about it, it's kind of like Google sees these other websites linking to you, these inbound or backlinks. And that's kind of like a vote of confidence, right? Like those websites think that your content is good or legit or valuable enough to link to. So in Google's eyes, they're like, noted, good thing, right? So anyways, those are some of the different type of links that we have and how they can be a really big factor for SEO. So make sure that that is something that you are keeping in mind when you're both updating existing content, improving existing content, and then also creating new content in the future. Okay, let's talk about now the third factor for Squarespace SEO. And that is different on-page or more like technical elements of Squarespace SEO. So this would be things like, what is the header? What are the different, the headers, the title tags, the URL slug, how are you naming the images that you're using? All of those different things, right? Is your website like mobile responsive? Is it meaning it can be seen and used properly on like a phone or a tablet or something like that, right? So really thinking about all of these like on page, like the technical elements of it as well, because not only does that mean that you have a better user experience when you're taking care of like all these technical elements, because the user is better able to use your website and stuff, but then also to the direct impact that it has on SEO is really helpful as well. So there's a lot of different things that kind of like go into that. But those are just some ideas to kind of like get you started. Okay. And then that brings us to the fourth factor that we're going to talk about today, and that is all about keywords. Everyone loves keywords. We love keywords, key phrases. And I do have a video that I'll link to up above that talks a little bit more about keywords just to get you started. But essentially, keywords are kind of like what Google uses as the bridge between your content, whether it's like a web page, a blog post, a product page, gallery, whatever, and then how you show up in online search results. And so it's really important that you're not only including keywords on your website, but that you're also optimizing them. So again, using them in the titles, the headers, the image names, the alt text maybe for images, like the anchor links, anchor text for links or something. Really like leaning into the long form content. Naturally, if you do that, you will include lots of keywords. So lots of different factors here when it comes to keywords, but that is the fourth factor that you want to think about, not only including keywords, but optimizing how they're being incorporated onto your Squarespace website. So there you have it, my friend. There is an overview of 4 factors for Squarespace SEO. I hope this was helpful. I hope it gave you some ideas, got the juices flowing and stuff to consider when you're working on your Squarespace website. And again, don't forget that if you want to actually learn more about how to apply some of those things that I've reminded you or taught you about. I do have a lot of content here on my YouTube channel, as well as on my website, my blog. So you can grab a look at that and you have more than enough to get you started. Before you go, don't forget to grab a copy of the Squarespace SEO audit or the Squarespace SEO checklist. Oh my God, the SEO checklist that is linked to down below. And if you like the video, you can like it, leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And take a look at the other videos that I have here on my YouTube channel. There's so much to get you started on Squarespace SEO. But thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon. Bye.